I'll be presenting the winner of this contest with an expensive, one-of-a-kind trophy. It doubles as a lamp. This is the Celeb Retreat Bake Off. This sounds so official. I've always heard that baking is a science, but Blake Lively has a little bit of a different approach.
Just pay really close attention and then guess.
Because I had to watch her video over and over and over again on how to make this key lime pie recipe. She gives no quantities. Blake, I love you. You said at you if somebody figures this out.
Good luck trying this at home. No, really, like genuinely at me if you can pull this thing off.
I'm hoping that that's gonna be me because I spent hours trying to guesstimate how much of everything is in this recipe. Let's just hope that I've got it right. Macadamia nuts. I've written out a recipe from following her instructions in the video. There is, I think, around 3.5 cups of graham crackers. And then she did 4 little handfuls of macadamia nuts. It looked about to be 3/4 of a cup, but we can try the handfuls. 1.
What if your hands aren't the same size as hers?
2, 3, 4. But I did write down that was 3/4 a cup, and that's what that looks like. I should have just done the 3/4 a cup. Mix this up. And then it looked like to me it was about 1/3 of a cup of softened butter. 1 egg. I think it was about a teaspoon of bourbon vanilla. She used flaky salt. I couldn't find flaky salt anywhere, but I did find finishing salt. We're going with it. I got you, Blake. We got this. Adding in 2 more tablespoons of butter, just because hers looked a little bit more glossy. Gotta say, I've never made a key lime pie. I don't even know that I've really eaten a key lime pie before.
But isn't a real key lime pie not frozen?
Well, I think that's why she said this was more of like an icebox cake than a key lime pie recipe. Just wanna make sure it's not gonna be too thick.
Why did you get such a warped pan? It's driving me insane. You could walk around the store with like a chunk of countertop that's really flat, just so you can check it.
Bake at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. Oh, that's hot. Go with 9. Let's make the filling. Looks like 2 cups of whipping cream. I'm gonna whip this up while I get the rest of the ingredients ready. Stiff peaks, and the pie's ready. Look to be about a tub of Cool Whip.
Why is it Cool Whip and whipping cream?
I don't know, because you think you would have one or the other, but to this bowl, we're doing the Cool Whip, and then I think 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. I'm like second guessing the 1 can, because that seemed like a lot. And only a 1/4 cup of sour cream. Oh, no, I forgot the pudding mix, hold on. So there was about 3 tablespoons of vanilla pudding mix.
It's just like on the Vogue one.
Oh, butter. Goodness gracious, the most important ingredient is butter. Oh, and Grand Marnier. Oh my gosh, that's really important.
She's forgetting ingredients, not mentioning other ingredients.
No, and Evan's beeping at me. Shh.
She doesn't mean it, Evan.
What if it's burning? Oh no, it's fine. Mine doesn't look quite as golden as hers, but I think it looks golden enough. That's done. Now we can move on to all of the lemons and limes. Blake noticed that they didn't have a juicer.
I'm gonna invest in a juicer for you guys for the next unsuspecting Vogue chef.
I also don't have a juicer, Blake. So if you're handing out juicers, I'll give you my number.
Like one of the machines?
Yeah, because
Why can't you
I'm
just
gonna
use
hand
that?
juice all of this.
It's not that much, is it?
Do you want to hand juice salt? Can you hand juice salt? Can you please hand juice all of it?
That escalated.
Can I just go lie down? I'm sick, by the way. No one's eating this pie but me because I'm still recovering from COVID. So if I sound like death, that's because for the last 2 weeks I did feel like death. You want to come and use your muscle strength to juice all of this for me?
Yeah, but I would like I already rolled all the citrus on the counter. That was a lot of effort.
I'm gonna cut them for you.
What?
And then you can juice them.
I'm not really camera ready per se.
We can just cut 2. I counted all of her lime halves to try to figure out how, like, I did a lot of investigative work. Are you gonna come?
So we're cutting the cameras and then I'm doing this, or do I have to do this?
Okay, how do I do this?
You're just giving up on me?
I give up. I know why you're complaining, that was pretty easy.
I don't know why you were complaining.
She made it look like a lot of work.
Little baby hand can't stretch around the handle.
Oh no, okay.
What's this technique?
I don't know.
You lay on the counter and then
just
hold
like,
it normal.
I'm afraid it's gonna slip out of my hands and go flying.
Well, don't make a mess.
And then we're gonna do the zest only of 2 limes and 1 lemon.
What?
I was like, wow, this is like really not zesting. And I just realized I've got this on, so it's collecting. That's not as visual. Let's just take that off.
It's gonna be okay, Lori.
Grand Marnier. What? This is such a cute little bottle. She says the most important ingredient, but failed to say how much to add or when to add it. So I'm gonna add it with the liquids because that seems to make sense to me. And I'm gonna start with a teaspoon and then just do it to taste.
What's it taste like?
I actually have never tasted it, so I have no idea.
Should we do a shot? It'll clear your sinuses right out.
It's actually not bad.
It looks not bad.
It's like
the shudder of your and shake of your whole body made it look not bad.
it has that like you just drank alcohol like vibe to it, but then it's really sweet. I see why it's gonna work in the recipe because it's got a really nice flavor to it, but it is like straight alcohol. Now I at least know what it tastes like and what taste I'm looking for. This is supposed to be super concentrated, and then we're supposed to water it down with whipped cream. Ooh. That sourness, but once we dilute it, I feel like it's gonna be really good. More Grand Marnier, 3 teaspoons. Still not that strong. I'm gonna do more. Another 2. Perfect. 5 teaspoons. Divided the concentrate into 3 bowls. Then it looked like she added about 3/4 cup of the fresh whipping cream for the second layer.
The concentrate?
Yeah, so this is supposed to be like a concentrated filling. Then we're gonna dilute the flavor by adding whipped cream to it.
Oh.
So it's more subtle, and you do that through 3 layers. So about 3/4 cup to the second layer, and then we're adding in the rest of the whipped cream. So it's gonna be very diluted, it should be very mild in flavor. Let's go get our pie shell. Chilled shell, so I'm gonna go in with the concentrated layer. I think Kevin and I are at the same time are both realizing, acknowledging that I don't think there's room
Whoa,
for all of this.
Hold on. Before you scoop more in,
Yeah.
maybe you should take some of that out.
Seems like maybe my pie shell isn't big enough, so maybe we won't use all of the filling. I think that's good, that's good. Let's go with the lesser level. And then we're topping it off with the most diluted level, which is basically whipped cream. How full was hers?
It was pretty full.
It was pretty full,
Yeah,
okay.
It was a bit of a mound.
Then she does a classic S, which I'm gonna go with S for Serena. And we do a little, ooh, that really did make the difference though.
Her name's Blake.
Yeah, I know.
Who the fuck is Serena?
You know who Serena is. See, we went through this off camera. I've got my little heart. This is looking so cute, oh my gosh. Okay, well that is just adorable. It's some zest. Aww. Okay, let's get this in the freezer. I need you to open the freezer for me. Okay, yeah, we'll go together with the camera. That's super helpful. Hello, camera.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm kind of blocking the freezer.
Yeah. Blake, this looks flawless. I know I made it, but like your inspiration, I've never made something like this and I'm very excited about it. Let's see how it tastes. Been freezing for a while, so it seems pretty solid. I hope I can get it out of the pie container. Oh no. Oh no. I thought I got it. Release. Ha. Oh, look at that little perfect slice. That crust might be a tad thick. But on the Vogue shoot, we never actually see the slice, so I couldn't tell how thick and everything was. So let's see if it tastes good and if I-ish got the recipe right. I think I need some pressure on that frozen crust. Ooh. Love. 10 out of 10. That's amazing. Maybe it shouldn't have been in the freezer for as long, or maybe it needs to thaw a little bit because it's a little icy. But I think it came to room temperature a bit more, and the crust wasn't wasn't as thick. The flavors are amazing. It's actually really well balanced. And I love the back of macadamia nuts in the graham cracker crust because it makes it a little more elevated, not as basic. And that Grand Marnier, like.
Can you taste it?
So good. Like subtly. It adds like a different note in there and it's tasty. And lucky for all of you, I have it all written out. I'm gonna leave it linked down below. Now I know this is the first recipe, but I would say Blake is in first place.
Isn't that like kind of by default though?
Yeah, a little bit.
She's also in last place technically. If you think about it, just do the math.
No. Let's see if Zendaya will knock the crown off. Zendaya's recipe comes less like a recipe and more like a string of tweets or X's.
Yeah, definitely X's.
X's. My mom texted me saying that she wanted to come over so we could bake. I'm thinking like cake or cookies kind of bake. So you can imagine my disappointment when she arrives and says she wants to make vegan avocado brownies. Yeah, I'll keep you posted. Update, it's pretty good. I'm impressed. Tastes more like the inner of those molten lava cakes, which sounds like delicious. And then she says, I know it's weird, but it's pretty damn good. But this is all we get. I've printed it out. This was her tweet. Where's the rest?
This is her X.
This is her X. Where's the rest of the recipes, Zendaya? So we have the quantities. We just don't have how much to bake it for, so we're gonna guess. Half a cup of cooked sweet potato. I did this in the microwave to try to make my life easier. And then we need half a cup of mashed avocado. Ooh, that is a perfect avocado.
Later on, do you maybe want an avocado?
Yeah. Let's see, this looks a little bit more like baby food than a dessert so far, but you know, I have high hopes. The innards of a melted molten lava cake, like that sounds good. I am slightly concerned there's no flour or anything in this recipe, but we're gonna trust the process.
What if she's just trolling everyone?
Well, I guess we'll see. Then half a cup of peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1/4 cup of coconut milk, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Let's give that a fold. It looks tasty. I'm using the extra dark cocoa powder just because I prefer the taste of it. These are gonna be very dark. The consistency doesn't look wrong. Maybe it doesn't need any flour.
Can you sniff it and tell us what it smells
It
like?
smells delicious. Half cup chocolate chips. If this is tasty and healthy, Zendaya, I will be very impressed. Or should I say your mom, Zendaya's mom.
I'm seeing some like chunks of avocado still in there.
There's definitely some chunks of avocado. That's good enough. Let's get it in the oven. 35 minutes?
Is that what she said?
That's what other recipes had, so she didn't say anything. It's very bitter. I feel like it's too much peanut butter. See what it's like when it's baked. I don't know.
Yeah, when I saw it come out of the oven, the only thing I could think of is that this is just chocolate colored avocado mush that's been baked.
It seems a little like that. Now, in all fairness, this is like vegan, gluten-free, healthy with, you know, fruits and vegetables. So, I mean, dessert, but also,
yeah,
you know, a little bite-sized brownie. I feel like I could smush this and it would be a dough almost. Like it's very wet. It doesn't have a lot of structure to it, but it also does not make flour. Okay. I have thoughts. It's not that bad. It really isn't. I mean, for a healthy little snack, it's pretty good. But I will say it's really bitter.
But did she use sweetened peanut butter?
It just says nut butter. Honestly, sweetened peanut butter probably would have done it and then it'd be a little bit more balanced. But also I think you could probably lessen the peanut butter just because it feels heavy. But the texture, I will agree, it is like a molten lava cake center. Like it's kind of, like immediately melts in your mouth. There's no chew. I don't hate it, but I don't know that I would make it again. So definitely not above Blake's key lime pie, but I don't know that this was necessarily a fair dessert comparison. I'm gonna go with a 4 because it's a very healthy dessert and that definitely needs to be taken into consideration with this. And I don't hate it, I'm not mad at it, but I think I'm gonna go with a 4. Popcorn just might be my favorite snack in the world, but Selena's Texas pickle popcorn scares me just a little bit. Not a fan of spicy popcorn. I love pickles, but the idea of dipping popcorn in pickle juice, it just sounds soggy, but let's give it a go. This is my favorite way of making popcorn, by the way. I just put some popcorn kernels in with some oil or butter, and I put a plate on my bowl, and I just microwave this for 4 minutes. It's so much easier than the stovetop or popcorn mitt. It works great from someone who makes popcorn a lot. While that cooks, I guess we'll strain some pickles. Side note, while I was waiting for the popcorn, I took another bite of this. Oh my gosh, that is the perfect consistency. So now it's been sitting out for about an hour, and it's still really cold, but soft and creamy. Oh, 11 out of 10.
This is Selena's segment, not Blake's segment. You're hogging up her airtime.
And popcorn's making. Ah, voila, perfect popcorn.
You sounded very French there.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cute accent.
You're cute. Boo Boo. If you didn't know, Archie's nickname is Boo Boo. Boo Boo loves popcorn. What's that? Oh, hello. Hello, did you want some popcorn? Yeah? Here you go. Now let's add some Tabasco sauce and pickle juice apparently to the rest of this. I don't know how to safely get this in the bag. Okay, I counted how many shakes of Tabasco sauce and salt she put in. So she did 4 shakes of salt. So let's go 1, shake, 2 shake, 3 shake, 4 shake. That seems accurate. And she did 20. I like a little bit of spice, but 20 seems like too much. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that looks spicy.
What'd you do?
Oh my god, I inhaled spicy steam. Maybe I'll try without the pickle juice first. Well, it's popcorn, I love popcorn. I do like the little hint of spice. It's actually not that spicy considering there was 20 shakes in there. I don't know if I like the flavor of Tabasco sauce though. I think that might be part of the problem here. Let's try it in the pickle juice. Oh no. I should say I have no idea what kind of pickles they use. This is bread and butter pickles, which is like sweet and not garlicky. It's a bit off-putting. Oh, Selena, I love you so much. I don't like it. If you look at this perfectly intact piece of popcorn, and then we just do a quick little dunk, boop, it's immediately soggy. Like, it hits your tongue as like a really off-putting texture.
Like somebody licked them all and put them back in the bag?
Yes. And with just the Tabasco sauce is good. Like, could you add the pickle juice in with your oil or butter and pop it in those so they're the kernel, so it like kind of coats it without dipping it, making it soggy? Maybe that would be a way to get the pickle in there without the texture. But don't use the sweet. And the sweet one is just not a fan. I'm so sorry. I think I have to give it a 1. It's not for me. Maybe it's for you, but maybe it's for Eddie, but not for me. Rare Beauty, I would give a 10. So far, we've got Blake, then Zendaya, then Selena. But let's see if Taylor just scrambles the whole lot. If Blake can have a sneaky coffee, so can I.
Without a secret coffee hidden here? You guys are nuts.
Sugar cookies, but Taylor's version, full of sugar and spice and all things nice, just like Mother Swiftie. I'm really excited because these are chai sugar cookies and they look scrumptious. And unlike some of the other recipes today, we actually have like a full written out recipe from Joy the Baker, so amazing. Makes my life a little bit easier. I think it was Joy's original recipe and then Taylor chai'd it up and then Joy wrote a Taylor's version of the recipe, I think. Vegetable oil, powdered sugar, and granulated sugar. The recipe called for a lot of spices. There's a ton here. I'm just gonna link all the recipes down below so I don't have to name everything off. But there's also freshly cracked black pepper. I think it said a couple pinches. A pinch. My father-in-law got this for me. Look, it's electric. So you don't have to hand crank it. It's great. Never used it for baking though. Okay, then we've got 1 egg and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm using the vanilla bean paste and measuring with my heart.
That's not a big heart today.
Yeah. I've got my flour and then baking soda and salt. Now the dough needs to rest in the freezer for 15 minutes, so I will do that and come back once it's chilled. I've got my chilled dough. It still seems a bit sticky. And it's just to roll it in cinnamon sugar. I really feel like it's too sticky though. And then smush. I think they'll look good though. All right, back in the freezer.
Sounds like the pirate.
Our matey needs a little bit more cooling. Round 2, much more chilled. Rolly, 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 and smoosh. Still sticky, but we've got to carry on. So snickerdoodle cookies might be my all-time favorite cookie. And these seem a lot like snickerdoodles, but have like a chai flair. Really excited. I mean, it's no surprise that Taylor and I would have the same taste in cookies. I am still convinced that some way or another, I'm gonna be able to go to the Eras Tour. I've been making friendship bracelets for a year. I really wanna go. I've gotta find a way to go. Even if I end up just like going alone because the tickets are so expensive, I can't not experience that.
Why'd you grab a tall glass?
You know, I don't know.
The short glasses have a wider bottom, so you wouldn't get glass bottom marks in the cookies.
So smart. Clever little non-baker baker.
Yeah, thanks.
So larger cookies, 12 to 14 minutes. But I like my cookies a little soft and chewy, so I wanna make sure I don't overbake them. Let's go with maybe 11. Making the glaze. So I've got icing sugar and nutmeg, and then just some whole milk. Adding a bit at a time. The only thing I'm really, really sad about is that they said whole milk or eggnog. Eggnog would have been so good in this, but it's not the season, so I can't find it anywhere. It's just sifted the icing sugar. A little clumpy. Okay, I don't know what happened. They would not bake. I put them in for extra time. I think they're about 16 minutes in the oven altogether, but they flattened. Look how thin it is. Online, they definitely looked a lot thicker. I don't know if I did something wrong or if the dough just wasn't cool enough, but I cooled it for like triple the time that it said, so.
Did you realize that you're baking Taylor's cookies in Selena's pan?
I didn't realize that. That makes me really happy. We're best friends in the pan. I'm a little confused. Who's this?
That's
not Selena Gomez. It's interesting that this is supposed to be like Selena's pan, I thought.
Where's Selena's name? I don't see her anywhere.
She's nowhere. She's nowhere here. They did a dollop on top, but they said you did a drizzle too, so I'm gonna do a drizzle. A little dusting of nutmeg. Oop, too much nutmeg. Let's try it. Should we do a cross section? Oh yeah, it's still nice and soft. It's a winner. I honestly don't know if it even needs the glaze. I think if it was an eggnog glaze that added more flavor, yes. With it not being eggnog, I'm not even sure it needs it because it's really, really moist cookie. It's not a dry cookie. All that spice is so good. It's better than a snickerdoodle. Oh no, what do I do? Okay, here's the problem. This is amazing. I've never had anything like that before, and the flavor profile, really good. But this is for my heart. I love snickerdoodles. This might be one of my favorite cookies I think I've ever had, just because I love snickerdoodles and I love chai lattes, and this is just the perfect combination of both. So this is also a 10, and this is a 10. So they're both right here, equal. but I've got to go with my heart, and I'm going to go with Taylor because I would more regularly, I think, make this because it's easier, and I just love this style of cookie. So congratulations, Mama Swifty. The Celebritry trophy is all yours. So you just have to DM me and I will get this mailed out to you. And if you guys can all follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna tag her and you guys can all tag her. Let's see if we can get her attention. And I can go to the Eras tour and give her the trophy. Yes, let's do it. Let's get Taylor's attention. I love you, Taylor. I love you. Okay, bye.
You don't really.
What?
You're not.
Serious?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Sweetie. Taylor, it was just a joke. Taylor's not gonna get the trophy. And
Lamp trophy. She would love this.
yeah.
I could decorate it with friendship bracelets and beads.